The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has held its 300th Monetary Policy Committee MPC meeting with the chairman of the committee and governor of the central bank, Mr. Olayemi Cardoso, delivering the official communique at an international press briefing at the bank's corporate headquarters in Abuja. Presenting the decisions of the 12-member committee, Mr. Cardoso announced that members unanimously agreed to maintain the existing monetary policy parameters which were agreed upon at the last meeting. The rates are monetary policy rate MPR at 27.50%, cash reserve ratio CRR 50% for commercial banks and 16% for merchant banks. The asymmetric corridor was retained at plus 500 minus 100 basis points, while the liquidity ratio remains unchanged at 30%. The committee's decision was guided by several key economic indicators, including reduction in the pump price of premium motor spirit, PMS, a moderation in food inflation, and sustained relative stability in the foreign exchange market.
The MPC noted the relative improvements in some key macroeconomic indicators, which are expected to support the overall moderation in prices in the near to medium term. These include the progressive narrowing of the gap between the Nigeria Foreign Exchange Market (NIFEM) and Bureau de Change (BDC) windows, the positive balance of payments position, and easing price of PMS. Driven by the continued uncertain policy environment, exacerbated by ongoing global shocks, members weighed the available policy options and were unanimous in their decision to hold policy to enable a better understanding of near-term developments.
The central bank governor also acknowledged the role played by recent federal government policies aimed at boosting food production across the country, noting that fiscal authorities have sustained and deepened efforts geared towards stimulating economic activities while improving the macroeconomic environment.
Members also noted with satisfaction the progressive moderation in food inflation and therefore commended the government for implementing measures to increase food supply as well as stepping up the fight against insecurity, especially in farming communities. The committee also called on the fiscal authority to strengthen current efforts at enhancing foreign exchange earnings, especially from gas, oil, and non-oil exports.
Governor Cardoso further affirmed the committee's resolution to closely monitor both domestic and global economic trends to effectively manage inflationary pressures and maintain stability in the foreign exchange market.
The committee, however, acknowledged underlying inflationary pressures driven largely by high electricity prices, persistent foreign exchange demand pressure, and other legacy structural factors. Members were thus unanimous in their resolution to maintain close surveillance of developments in both the domestic and global environments to enable appropriate policy response to emerging shocks.
The next meeting of the Monetary Policy Committee is scheduled to hold on July 21st and 22nd, 2025.